the music is super loud. Hold on, I need to go turn that down. Okay, is my voice louder than the music now? Yes. Okay. That should work fine. Sick. Awesome. And then I actually found a way I can see chat. Oh, I need to post about that. This. Wonderful. I almost forgot to do that again. Maybe. Do-do-do-do-do. Cool. Anyway, I actually have a thing that lets me see chat like right here, so that's super cool. I like this music. This music is fun. Yeah. Okay. I can unplug my thing. Okay. I'm trying to do a what is this perspective called? Fisheye lens. Through the lens of like this robot creature. This is going to be one of my attacks for art, right? Let me use my phone to actually grab my picture that I'm using. Where did it go? Oh yeah. Someone called me from a private name. I don't know who that is. Where did it go? Where did it go? Here it is. Oh, don't click on things. Okay. But I have 3 layers. Right, that's the overlay. Oh, I'm on layer 3. I have 5 layers. Okay. I'm gonna make that one invisible. And then I'm trying to figure out what character I want to go here, because I'm not sure. Because there's 2 characters in this one, obviously. And I don't know if I want to attack the same person or attack a different person. I actually have an idea, but I don't know if I want to necessarily do that. I'm going to be attacking Lazy Birdo on Art Fight. And this is one of my things. This is his character. Oh boy, I do not remember what the name is. I have to go look at my bookmarks. I think I only have one of them bookmarked. Brielle Ignia. So that one is Brielle. That's actually an NPC for one of our D&D campaigns. So what I'm gonna be drawing is, what's planned is that she dies. So that's what the scene is going to be. I'm gonna text him and ask him if I can do gore for Brielle. How do you spell Brielle? B-R-I-E-L-L-E. Hey, can I draw a Brielle death scene? Okay, but I still have to decide. Who's going to shoot her, though? Is there a specific way she dies, or no? Not yet. Because it is... We are co-DMing it, so... But he did make that specific character. I don't know who I want to draw there, though. I'm not super sure about what I want to do. Well, I can start by defining shapes better. I'm gonna stick this layer under. I don't like that. Oh yeah! I completely forgot that was what happened! Oh yeah! I'm gonna be real, the sketch I have now is her getting shot in the head and falling off a cliff. I could do it to where she's shooting. I'm streaming it right now if you want to watch. So I can show you the sketch. Wait, is that? No, my eraser's just tiny. Wow. Womp. 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 Womp womp. Okay. Do you not have a laptop that you could watch it on or something? No, I'm not gonna send that. Oh well. That's okay. There's no one watching this stream, and that's just fine. Where? I have other stuff open. Is this? Oh, that's Blender. I'm going to remove Blender from my taskbar. I haven't used that. I'm also going to remove Discord from my taskbar, because I also don't use that right now. Discord? Shush. Don't use. Okay. Now open OBS. Does it tell me? OBS doesn't tell me if people are watching my stream, which is lovely and helpful of them. Anyway, I'm gonna continue to draw this. I'm gonna, I guess, change it because, okay, so the way that this is happening is, oh boy, I should probably mark this stream as gore, shouldn't I? Okay. Actually, I didn't think about that. I really should have. I didn't think about it. Okay. Yeah, I need to probably tag that. Edit stream info, go live notification, tags. Blah blah blah. Yeah. I'll click that. Cool. Now marked as violent or graphic depictions. Perfect. What else am I gonna do? Okay, well, what I might do then is, I like this drawing, so I might just draw it anyway. Oh boy, I was drawing on the wrong layer. Huh. Little thingy, go down. I have a little bar at the bottom of my screen. I don't know if you guys can see it. No, it's only doing the window capture. So I can't see it for you guys. Wait, if I do that, can you guys still see? Whoops. Ooh, I messed that up. Hold on. Let me recenter. Uh-oh. Hold on. I gotta go here so I can... Oh, wait, no. It's probably... Ah! Okay, I figured it out. Okay. Sick. Fixed it. Well, what else was I gonna do? No. Okay, so if I do that to the tab, it's fine. Close, please. Put the little taskbar down. Hide the taskbar, please. Hide it. I can't see the rest of my work when you're doing that. Please. Hide the taskbar. Taskbar. Hide it. Perfect. Okay, I figured it out. So unless I do that, then it hides it. Awesome! Okay. Epic. Yeah, I wanted to draw on that layer 1, but also, now I don't want to work on this piece. I do want to work on that piece. I'm just going to do a different one. I'm going to start a different layer. I hand drew the little thing that goes right here. There's a little thing right here around that, and I made the chat box. I drew it. That is, I'm redrawing my, I drew a thing. Yep. Oh my gosh. Stardew Valley. Yep, that's my Stardew Valley farmer. I hand drew the plaid. I'm quite happy with how the plaid turned out. Anyway, that's not a finished drawing. The urge to go back and work on that piece more. I love that piece though. Okay. And more. I guess I'll do that. Oh boy. This is gonna be an interesting piece. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna do this. And then that. And then that. And then that's around in the middle. Colors, go to like this one. I need to make this brush thicker. Ooh, that's too thick, actually. Maybe a good 5. Whoops. Okay, well, that's so helpful. Awesome. Right. This is going to need to be at her neck level. Because I'm drawing her snapping her own neck. Maybe. Fisheye. How would I do that? It would probably be that she's okay. Alright. Delete. Okay. Okay. I have thoughts in my brain. Okay. How is that gonna work though? What does it look like when a person snaps their own neck? What does it look like when a person's... Ooh. Okay. I have an entirely separate idea and plan. Oh, this is a little bit evil. A little bit devious. I think that works. Yeah, that'll be fine. I can change it later. Okay. Okay, this is gonna go well. This is gonna go beautifully. Oh, this is gonna be awesome. Okay. Stop that. Little thing needs to stop moving. Frame settings, duplicate frame, delete frame. Animation settings. Past color, future color, blah blah blah. Whoops. Last opacity needs to be thinner. Okay. Cool. Oh, I don't want to draw on that color actually. Yeah, this is just gonna be a sketch, I think. I don't want it to be that big. I need to look back at that reference. What is... he only has wearing a dress. That's the only picture. It's an all brown dress. I might make the brown of the thing a little darker. I keep wanting to use my pen on my phone and it doesn't connect to my phone. Or it hasn't yet. Where's the art fight thing that I was just on? There it is. Yeah, that works. Actually, that works for the body shape. I might need to make her head a little bit bigger, which isn't bad. Okay. This is a person. I don't know how feet work. I do, kind of. They just suck to draw though. Yeah. Give her thick ankles. They're cute. Okay. Okay, actually, I have an idea. I might need to move this little chat box I have on my screen because I keep... Yeah, actually... Yeah, hold on. It needs to go above that. Thank you. Okay, that works much better. Okay, what was I gonna do? I was gonna move this. Transform. Ugh. Yeah, that works. So, some lines of action are gonna... Oh! Wrong thing. They're gonna be... Doop, doop. Okay, so that doesn't go like that. Sick. Ooh. I love the little hands on hip thing. Wrist ends at about here then. Actually, so hand should go up there. Does that need to go up actually? Yeah, and that's where the elbow is about. And then the background is just crumbling buildings, whatever. I'll label them ruins. I don't want to get them close to the foreground though, unless I want to do that first. I could do that, then duplicate it all. Can I make this invisible for a while? Okay, that doesn't work. Animation settings. I need this first one. Okay. Well, oh, I know what I can do is I can just cut that. Cut. But then if I paste, does it paste onto this one? It does. Okay, so it pastes, when I paste it, it pastes it onto the layer I want it to go on. Okay. Yeah. This, okay. I can absolutely see why this would be an unideal animation software. Okay. Well, okay, I know what I'm gonna do, I think. I'm going to use a different one that I got. Where did it go? And then let me set that up real quick. Animation desk. Very cool, oh! Hi! Hello! I didn't even notice that someone chatted. Hi! Love how I have chat on screen, but I'm not actually looking at it. Hello! I have a viewer! Hello! That's that's super cool. Okay. Hi! I'm drawing a thing for my friend. I'm doing art fight this year, so I'm just trying to get everything set up. I need to... Oh! I'm drawing... Oh gosh, what is it? Brielle Ignia, I believe is what the character's name is. It's one of my... Okay, I'm co-DMing a campaign. Yes, I know. I posted about it. I recognize... Ah! I almost fell off my chair. Sorry. I lost my train of thought. What was I saying? I have a little thing on my desk that keeps falling and it's distracting me. Anyway, I'm drawing Brielle Ignia by Lazy Birdo, and that's just my art fight. It's one of my art fight things. I decided I'm going to draw an animation, and so I'm switching. Yeah, I'm switching over to a different animation program because I want to do one that actually has frames, and then there's one where goodness, it's hard to explain. Layers. I need to switch the display capture to a different window. No, I'm not using display capture. I'm using, oh, what is it doing? Hold on. Oh yeah, I need to connect the mouse. I'm doing this from a laptop that doesn't work well. And fun thing, the on-screen, what's it? It's actually something that I made. Is it gonna work? Hold on, let me transform. Fit the screen. Why is it black? Uh-oh. What happened? Is there something covering it? It's entirely possible. Thank you. I don't know what happened. Why does it just hate Animation Desk? Does it like I just paint again? No? Did it? Oh wait, yes. Okay, so that's working. Does it just want me to click on things? Did I have something here? No. Okay. I thought I worked everything out. Why does it hate me now? That's just annoying. Okay. Well, I have a solution. I'm just gonna switch to display capture. Oh, but now you're seeing that twice. Hold on. I'll fix it. Does that look good? I might need to move this bit down. I think I'm gonna do that real quick. Toggle borders. Move down a little bit. That works. That should be fine. Where's my Twitch? My little Twitch thing. I'll figure out why that one window isn't working later. But for now... yeah, okay. That looks good. What was I? Layer 1. Right. Okay. Yeah, this one, it just is very fun. Add a couple frames. Work on this one specifically. Oh, go down. And then I can work on different layers in this one. And does it only give me 3 layers? Possibly. Nope. Okay, that one should let me add. Ah, ha ha ha. Super good. I don't use this software very often. I thought the other one was gonna be able to work well, but I guess it's not. Does that make it collapse? Ah, there we go. Okay. I'm gonna do a little sketch. I had, and then the little doot doot. I have no idea what I'm doing. Is that what I wanted it? That's not what it looked like before, but whatever. We'll see. We'll see how it turns out. Does this one not do the erase thing? How do I change the brush size? Size? That's not erasing. What? Is that not an eraser? What on earth? How does this work? I don't care. How does this... Oh! Oh! I can't do the little backwards thing. Duh. Okay. That, yeah. Can I flip these cameras? If I click this button and then do that. Cool. I'm gonna... That's okay. That's okay. Whatever. I can select things though. Flip. Oh! What? Did that... Just... Oh, okay. I just had to move it. Alright. That's interesting. Alright. Okay. That's... Alright. Love that. Oh, that was the other thing, is I can't rotate it in this app. I guess I get pretty close though. Why? Oh, this one has pressure sensitivity. That's fun. Look that way. How about... Cool, I want a shoulder to go up there. don't like any of that, actually. I'm just gonna, whatever, I went through all that trouble, but I'm just gonna delete it all. Delete your art. It works, apparently. And go to here, and then go, what did I want this shape to do? Boy, I had it over there in the other app, but it doesn't work well because did I want to do a background first? No, because I can, okay, yeah, because I don't have the same problem I do here. Okay, there, like that. And then what did I want to show? Oh my gosh, I'm just talking about this. Although I'm on a stream, that's kind of my job. This is not, I don't know. I'd like to get a job, but alas, I don't. To see if I can handle college in the fall, and then maybe I will, if I can do it at the same time. She's gonna be wearing a dress, so I'll probably just cover this all up anyway. I will. I'll just talk and talk and talk. Oh gosh, those feet are huge. It's fine if they're big, but why does that look not bipedal? Yeah, that was my thought too, because I did a little thing earlier where I think it's just Twitch. That's what Twitch does for the chat, is it just automatically switches things. Oh, I need to not do a huge eraser for that. That would be a mistake. Because I did the same thing when I was linking the YouTube video to the music I'm using. Because it's just, the music I'm using is just like 11 hours of whatever music. But it's like in Discord too. Discord does that too. It's annoying. I believe Discord does it. I could be totally wrong. I want the shoulders to go like that. They're going like that, but I want the waist to go like that, but I don't know quite how to do that. There is a setting on Discord for you to change it. I don't know if you can do that in Twitch though. You might be able to if you go to like, maybe it's in my chat settings. Maybe I could go to my settings in chat. Nice. Let me know if you can find that, because that would be super duper useful. Is there like a transform thing? No. Okay. What is that? Customize my brushes? Do I want to do that? Later. Because I do believe that cost me money. Brushes, paint, caption, eraser. Ooh, is that, oh, that's burn, that's dodge. Oh, I don't want to do that. Let me go. Let me leave. Ruler. Oh, perspective ruler. That would be cool. I don't want to pay money for this because I don't know if I like it that much yet. No, I'm good having that there, but whatever. Okay. What is this doing? This gal, just this girl. She's just a girl, and she's gonna die because that's what we as DMs have decided. I'm gonna just have a straight leg, I think is what it is. This is a D&D person. This is one of the NPCs for me and my friend's campaign. We're co-DMing a campaign called Shell Mode. I think that's, yeah, we named it Shell Mode. And this is one of the NPCs. I'm currently drawing her death, so that's why the stream was marked as such, because I'm going to be drawing her snapping her own neck. While she's, yeah, because she gets possessed, because she's a influencer, like a medieval influencer. So I'm later gonna try and do like a fisheye perspective. Yeah, I'm gonna attempt it, because I had another drawing where I did that. I don't know if you were here when I did it. I think I can just, yeah, I can just go back to here. I think you can see it. Yeah, you can see it. Whoops. Nope. Okay. No, wrong one. I can hit back. Thank you. Yeah, I had this one where I started drawing it. Because I forgot how we said she died. So I started drawing that with that kind of perspective, but then I changed it, and so I thought, well, it'd be much cooler as an animation. So I might just either animate it normally or try and do that fisheye perspective I was gonna go for. Ooh, I like those lines, actually. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna hit green now. Because there's a hand there. I want it to go on her waist, and then she has the other one. The wrist goes down, like right there. Oh, I actually love that pose, though. That's a very fun shape for the legs. Oh, I'm covering it all up, though. Should I? Yes, I have to is a strong word. I'm gonna recolor the dress design, though, because the dress is completely brown. And I don't know. I'm gonna make, I think, the corset black, just because I think that would look pretty. And I think you're supposed to change some stuff anyway. Foot. Ooh, we also have a D&D character who is a demon. I don't think it's... The little guy's name is Lon. What is that? I don't care about that. I'm just gonna keep doing this. I'm just gonna keep on messing around. I don't have to do it perfect. I'm just doing it. And that's just fun. And I'll just keep trying, and then I will fail horribly, and then I'll learn from that, because that's probably one of the best ways to do it, unfortunately. Because you'll never learn anything until you try it. Okay, those look different entirely, and I need to figure out why. I know why, though. It's because I did something. I did something, and I need to fix it now. Ooh, I like what that's doing. Okay. Not bad. Okay. Calves. She walks a lot. She probably has big, strong calves. Foot. Sick. That's probably good. Awesome. Okay. It's not like I'm not going to draw over the dress, though. Over it with the dress, so. I think that's a long neck. Were they? That's funny. I didn't even realize that. I'm gonna move that down. Yeah, I like that better. Okay. Do I just hit cancel? Yeah, alright. And then it does it. Wonderful. I need to move that over there. What does caption do? Ooh, stop it. Right. Can I? Oh, but it won't let me because I have to pay for it. Okay. Right. Has its ups and downs, this website does. Or this software. Whatever it is. I could always... That's layers. I need to go to frames. Sick. Oh wait, no, I need to draw a little smile in blue. Do-do-do-do. And then smile. But she's looking that way. Looking that way. And then it goes over. She looks. Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna. Yeah. No, I'm gonna do. Stop it. Messing around. Okay. That's a funny looking arm. I'll tell you now, that's just a silly arm. Okay, arm's going down. And, oh, I think our shoulder's actually moving up right now. Okay. Her hip's gonna start straightening up. That leg. Brielle Ignia. I keep forgetting her name because her streamer name is Black Ink, so I've always referred to her as just Black Ink because I could never, like, for a while I could never remember that her name was Brielle, which was a little funny because he would say, yeah, for Brielle I was thinking this, and I'm like, who? Of the 60 or so NPCs you've created, I don't think I remember that name. And then he goes, Addie, the one we're planning to kill off. And I'm like, oh yeah! And it's very funny because this character is also one of our players' cousins. So, yippee! We're killing her. It's gonna be fun. Because she also travels with this priest guy who's a little annoying, and also based off of an animation, I believe, that my friend watched a while ago. I do not remember what it is or what it's called. I'm gonna do a funny thing, I think. I like that. Like, what are you looking at me for? That's the face she's giving. Fair, one of the players in my current campaign, call him his character. But only goes by wizard, so now he's just I like that. That's funny. Lizard wizard. They're just going, huh? What are you looking at me for? Oh, maybe it's because... Ooh, maybe she has something... like a darkness is crawling up and then touching her leg or something. And then, ooh, actually, let me duplicate this frame. He's a lizard folk. Okay, we have a lizard folk in our party. He had to be put in, I don't quite remember what they're called. The gallows, I believe is what they're called. The one where they stick their head in a pillar, or not pillar. What is the thing? Copy current frame once. Okay, I thought that broke. Okay, but possessed. Oh yeah, I was talking. Okay. But then what happens is the reason he was in there was because yes, pillory. Yeah, pillory. What did I call it? Gallows. Oh, that's where they chop their heads off. I believe, yeah, that's where they chop their heads off. No, it was a pillory. Yep, you have it right. It was because he had tried to kill, yes, chop heads off, yes, hanging. I'm getting all of my execution methods mixed up. Anyway, yeah, he had to be put in there because he had tried to kill his brother, or tried to hit his brother with a book, which is really funny because he was the runt of like he was tiny. He's a tiny little lizard folk, and the rest of his family are just massive, right? And also his family, he's like a runaway prince, or exile, kind of. Because his family is in charge of, like, this, like a portion of a city. So, he went in there. His brother was so happy to see him, and then he punched him. Not punched him. He hit him with a book. No, what happened? He tried to kill his brother, and then his brother hit him with a book, and then he was sent to the pillory. Because reasons? Oh wait, no, it was because his family was, like, not very good to him or whatever. His brother's... I'd have to look at what the actual character sheet says. I'm not gonna do that right now though, because if I do that, I'm gonna get way too distracted. And I would like to do this, because I've been playing Stardew Valley for so long, and I haven't drawn in a couple days. Okay, I wanna continue this bit, actually. Yeah, I wanna continue this bit. Ooh, I'm gonna draw that on a different layer. And then, whoa, that is, again, on the wrong layer. Is it? No, I think that's actually, yeah, that's on a different layer. Okay, excellent. Wow. And then it goes... I'll probably add in between frames later. I just want to get the idea down, because this is not what the finished animation is going to be. That would be... Oh, that's the wrong place to zoom. Let's see. Right, I'm doing this in green. That's amazing. How are these lizard folks so similar? My player's character was imprisoned in a tower, telling his little family. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. That's just really funny. That's very, very funny. Wow. No more smile. Do 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 do. Womp womp. I like this song. I like this playlist. I like it a lot. Oh, I messed that foot up. That's okay. I can fix it. Most things are fixable. Whee. Eraser. Yeah, I'm happy I found it, because I've been streaming without music for the past few days, just like the background Stardew music, and so that's a little bit why I haven't drawn on stream yet, but also it's been very late every time I start streaming on, like, every time I end stream, because I always stream for like a few hours. But yeah. I've been wanting to draw on stream for a while. Just haven't. Oh, that's a very short arm. Hold on. I knew there was something up with it. Yeah, I'll do it like that, and then like that, and then that arm's still just a little bit behind it. I literally just looked up royalty-free music for streaming, and then this showed up, and it's like 11 hours long, so... I don't plan on streaming for 11 hours. I think that would be an outrageously long stream. That would be just so long. It'd be interesting though, wouldn't it? What time is it today? Oh, wow, that's actually later than I thought it was. It's 7 where I am. 7 p.m. Nice. Would you tell me what time it is where you are? I'm a little curious. Because I might try and plan streams a bit earlier so that people actually who see it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I might try and stream a bit earlier so that people can actually watch streams when I post about them, because yesterday I streamed, and I think I started streaming past 9 my time, or maybe later, and so it was probably very late where everyone else is, because I know it's pretty early compared to most time zones here where I am. But where was I going with this? Right, the pink needs to start wrapping around. Oh, I drew that all in layer 2. I'm gonna do this. Move. Just being smart. Did that change them all? It did. Why are all of these layers connected? What? Okay. That's a little weird. Is it that weird? I don't know if it's that weird. Oh well. I can always just move this. Epic. And then I'll just draw this on layer 3, I guess. That seems like a bad idea, actually. Oops. Is this gonna let me copy and paste? What does this brush do? No, it doesn't. Oh, right, okay. It's the weird thing. If I do that and then unclick it, but then, what? What is the difference? Weird. Right, I wanted to try copying and pasting this one somewhere else. Please stop that. Okay. Cut. Paste onto. Why are those switched around again? They aren't. It's just being weird. Sick. Alright. I need to paste this here. Awesome. And I click that. And then I move over to there. Yeah, but I'm on. What? Oh, it changed the order in there, but it's actually working. Okay. Well, it just is being weird and annoying. Alright. I can deal with that. And then I want that little demon. Wow! Slithering down the arm. And then. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's. Oh my gosh, let me zoom. Oh, is that what that does? Oh, that's what that button does. It makes it so that I can't mess with zoom. The only other animation I've made in this software is a animation where it is just a blinking eye, because I wanted to draw that super quick to make sure I liked the software, or to see if I liked it or if it would work. Which I didn't like it. Eyes are good. What? Oh yeah! I can show you that. Where is it? I can just hit this. Ooh! You have a wall of eyes? That's awesome. I do not have a wall of eyes. That'd be cool though. This is it. It's a very, very crappy, but it's funny. Wow. My aunt did not recognize it. You can kind of tell what it is. Oh, I see it. Thank you. That's cool. That is awesome, actually. Take photos. I couldn't figure out. No, I could figure out, but if I had to take a guess as to what you meant when you said you have a wall of eyes, I would have guessed that you had like a bunch of glass eyes, and then you had like stuck them into like a foam thing, and then like Mod Podged or like used clay to make them blend into the wall so it looked like they were poking out of the wall, and then stuck that up. That would be kind of cool. Anyway, that would also be fun. Pictures of eyes are also super cool though. Eyes are very, very pretty and very fun to draw. If you do that, would you possibly post a picture of that to your Tumblr so that I could see? Because, or I guess just direct message to me, because that would be so fun. Awesome. That's very fun. Yay. Oh wait, no, I need us to start moving that arm. Dang it. Whee. Erase, erase, erase. I need to do stuff. Whee. Let's move that arm to like there? No, it would go up more, I think. That's not looking at her arm. Okay. Okay, I think I like where this drawing is going. Where is the, there is the, wow. Nope. Wow. That and then on a different. Why was that on that layer? I've done it again where I start drawing on the wrong layer. Luckily, it's not actually a big deal and I can just do that. Bam. Move to layer 1. Hit paste. Yippee. Oop, wrong button. Right, I want to do the pink. And then the stuff that's wrapping around her waist, going through under her neck, splits off, and then it's like entrancing or wrapping around her arms. And then this is gonna be so much fun to go back through and fix. Fix is the wrong word. Maybe that's the right word. But I'm gonna have to go through and actually draw the knot sketches. I do want to get the idea down though. I guess I don't have to do it all today, but I could try. Although today is, what is today? Today is Thursday. Okay. Augment with detail? Why is that? Yeah? Augment with detail. Yes, I'll have to do that. I don't know why that... Yeah. I don't think I've ever taken a professional art course. I've done it once, so I'm not super familiar with terms, but I just try things. Okay. Oh, okay. That makes sense. That's a good term for it. Augment with detail then. Okay. What else? I need more frames. Add 5 more frames. Oh boy, that's quite a few. I hope this thing doesn't like lock me for an amount of frames I can use. There's something else I wanted to say before, and now I don't remember. Well, if I remember, then I'll say it. Anyway. Nope, I have to change the shape. I'm not tracing, I have to change the shape. Why are those knees different, actually? That's something I could take the time to fix later, but I don't want to fix it later, and I want to do it now. And I'm doing it, so I can actually just do that, actually. Oh, it wasn't actually that bad. Maybe I'm just seeing things. Maybe I've been looking at it for longer than necessary. Over-analyzing and over-complicating it. It's okay. It's fine. Actually, completely awesome. And this is just an awesome drawing, and I'm doing it for friends. It's a friend's drawing, and I'm doing it for my friend, and it doesn't have to look perfect. I would like it if it looked good, though. That would be a bonus. If it actually looked good. Love it if that happened. Ooh, I messed up that shoulder. Okay. I'll erase and delete stuff later. That's okay. I can't decide if I want it to be like a slow kind of thing where the arms are slowly coming up and then they snap her neck, or if I want it to be the demon takes control of her and then it is just super quick and snaps her throat or neck. I think I might do the slow one where it slowly comes up to her neck and you see the horror in her eyes as it releases her mind from its grip to feel her horror, and then it'll do a very quick snap and then she'll fall over dead. I think I like that idea. Yeah, I think that'll work just fine. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Oh, then what I should do is actually I should have one that wraps like, or oh gosh, that looks funny. It goes like up her neck. So what it'll do is it'll be purple. Whoops. Purple. Purple. And then it reaches her neck and it turns pink. So that's when she gets possessed in the brain. Cool. I'm quite fond of this. purple. Yeah, I'm gonna change the demon's colors to like black. It's gonna be, I think, a black wisp thing when I'm all done. I've posted all of my art fight attacks to one of my accounts. I try and revlog them through my Samuel is Gender account, but I post them. I try to post most of them on Sammy Writes Paints, which is, I've decided where I post art. So I have a bunch of, like, I have my art fight thing, I have some other stuff, I think I posted most, if not all, of the attacks I've made on there. So I want to cut to this bit. If you wanted to look at all of them, or if you have seen them, that's where they are. I might actually change that, and yeah, so I want them to be coming up side by side. So right here, about. One of the ones that I like most is there's a pink-haired character sitting with, or laying down, and the camera is looking at him from above, so it's like a bird's eye perspective, and then he's lit by fireflies. It's very fun. I like it a lot. Yeah! I actually made that my phone background because I liked it so much. I have been considering going back and just changing it a little and making the light warmer, because that's one thing I noticed is the light hitting the guy isn't actually as warm as I wanted it to be, but I don't want to do that and then have to be like, I changed my thing because I thought it was done, and then I looked back and I was like, oh wait, I don't actually like that as much. I do like it a lot still, though. I just think it'd be cooler if I made the light warmer. I of course have to figure out how to do it, though, which is another kind of worms, but meh. Are you on Art Fight? Do you? Name. What do I call you? I can just call you Vitriol, I suppose, but I do not off the top of my head recall if you put a name. That's okay. It doesn't even necessarily have to be drawings. It's just like whatever you do, if you do like crafts or stuff. Varen? Nice. We'll see if I remember that. That's good to know. Yeah, I'm fond of this drawing. I'm fond of this. I think throughout this whole animation, her face has been slack the whole time because the demon doesn't know how to control faces very well. It's just controlling her brain a little bit, and it doesn't know necessarily how to control a human face. Elven face. I think she's a half elf. No, she's an elf. Full elf. Yes. Yes, she's a full elf. Okay. Whoa. What am I doing? Ah! I was drawing on layer 2! Keep doing that. Love it when that happens. Cut. Layer 1. Paste? What does paste be? I don't know what that does. I'm not gonna mess with it. I might mess with it, but not right now. And then I need to go to layer 2. This is why I keep doing it, is because it keep doing things. I need to go to pink. Thank you. I loved drawing that one because what I did was I actually did it completely differently than any of the other ones I did on Artfight, because what I did was, well, actually I can just show you. It's this one. Whoop. I did it in Ibis Paint, and I can actually just hit this. And I started with this, and then I did that, and I started painting it in this. So I just did it completely differently. Speed draw. I love Ibis Paint because it lets me show the speed draw. And then I did little things, and I did changes, and then it was very overall, I loved doing that one. I had so much fun painting it. Because then I did the outlines. I love how that arm turned out. I thought it was so pretty. But I was just, yeah. I'm not gonna mess with actually trying to zoom in on the face. But thank you. I just had so much fun doing it and then trying it, and it was just trying new things. I'm trying to get the hand right on that one, trying to get that position correct. Because I wanted it to show that she was eating an anglerfish. Oh, yeah? Not yet. I can do that later though. I think so. Okay, I'll do that. Anyway, I did that, and then I messed around with lighting later. I think I messed around with the hair too, because I found a hairbrush. That would have been funny. So I found like an actual hairbrush. But one of the things, and then I just went like that. I don't know what is going on this one now. Oh, yeah. I'm doing the shading here to try it because I wanted to do like a blue edge on it all. This one took me like 3.5 hours to do. Yeah, I had the little mouth like that, and then later I changed it. I'm messing around with the hair a lot because I couldn't figure out if I liked it or not. Moved it down there because where it was before didn't make sense. Then I made it so that they were smiling. Just super sharp teeth. And what I had intended to do was make it so that make it a little more gory, so that there was a bite out of the anglerfish, but I completely forgot to do that. Yeah, I completely forgot about it, and so I didn't. But here I am doing this, and then I use that, and I love the select tool because it means I can just erase around shapes and do that kind of shading, which makes it super duper easy. And here I am doing that, and the bubbles, and I make it dark, and then I add the glowies. I made the tail glowy, made that glowy. Then I did that. And that's how I did it. I had a lot of fun doing it. Actually, this is my Stardew Valley character. It's actually a redraw of one that I did a while back. Because I started a new save, whatever. And I actually hand drew the plaid, which was a lot of fun to do. Yeah! This is another one that I really like. This is one of like the character profiles that I made for one of my characters. So this is one that a D&D character that I played, and I love that bit. It is so fun, and I loved having the glowing tail and versus like the red in the thing. And if you look, you can see they're a blood hunter. And so I'm trying to zoom in and it's not working. I'll just hit edit and then do that. But what I did was, they're a blood hunter, so that's actually their blood they're using to do it, and so you can see the little scratches right there. So it was so much fun to draw. Thank you! I know! It's so, yeah, and then the thing, I have that section blocked out for the first thing, just because there's like a little scratch that you can barely see, but I have it blocked out for one of them, and then I have another one where it's like, okay, it's uncovered. But I had so much fun doing it. They're my favorite They're one of my favorites and one of my first characters, and I love them so much. I love them. Yeah. They have a twin too. I haven't drawn their twin, but here's my little art fight card. There's Sam. I completely forgot that I gave them a necklace to match their twin because they're half orc, half Triton, and their sister is full Triton. And then this is Augury, what are they? Warforged. She is a Warforged. And then that's a shrimp guy, actually. His name is Vale Shellstrom, I believe, which is very fun. And then this is going to be my next D&D character that I'm playing. That is, what is his name? Cathal. I love all my characters. I drew this too. This is another attack that I did. I spent quite a bit of time on it, but I do think that that a lot of that was that I didn't. Oh, what was it? It was that I had left my computer on. Thank you. I had a lot of fun doing all of it, and then thank you! I have so much fun doing these things, and they don't, since most of them are like original characters or whatever, they don't do super well where I post them. But I genuinely love doing this kind of thing. I have so much fun, and then I like showing them to people, and they always seem to like it. I had a lot of fun with this one. This was another attack. You probably saw it. I love drawing that one. That was very fun. This is still just one of my favorites. This is what I had another one that I made, and it was going to be if I ever wanted to do a face cam. I haven't done that yet. Don't particularly know if I want to. I might do that if I switch over to doing a traditional art stream, which I might do later. I might switch over to painting something because I want to do another attack with on Diva Lemaine and a bunch of night fur flowers. I do actually. Maybe I'll turn on the face cam for a second to figure that out. What type of paint? I usually do acrylic paint, but I do a couple different ones. Do I even have any? Let's see if I can figure this out. Do I have my mouse plugged in? I do have my mouse plugged in. I've just been using the other thing. Cool, I have a webcam right here. Let's see if I can hook it up real quick. Where does it go? Where does it go? Where does it plug in? I have to have like an adapter thing attached to my laptop because it's a stupid one, and it doesn't. What would that be? Video capture device? Sick. And then I don't want it to use. Nope. Oh wait. USB 2 camera. You do acrylic and watercolor. Oh! Okay. So I got that working. Okay. I just need to. Ooh, I need to fix that. Transform. And do fit to screen. Okay. Alright. We're gonna see how this works. Oh, but I'm not good at editing for record practice. Oh, my mic is messed up? Oh, is it? I don't believe this has a thing. That's my stuff. Feedback, but it's not awful. Okay, it's probably coming from something here then. Desktop audio. I'll just do that. Does that help? Is the feedback good or gone? Here. Oh, nice. Fixed it then. Okay. Oh boy, I'll try. Is something up with the thing, or is it just that? That's what I thought it was. Ooh, it's just the camera being weird. Figure it out if it's not. Cool, do that. And then I'll click this in. Activate? Is the camera just not wanting to work? Here, I'll delete my game capture. Well, suddenly stopped wanting to work. Okay. Properties. Defaults. Oh. USB 2 camera. Oh, yes. Okay. Okay. I have gotten it to work. Kinda. Okay. I don't have much room on my desk. Can I? Is it better when it's on or off? Off, I think. Okay. Click that, and okay. There we go. Where is my little notebook? I have a little notebook full of sketches. Oh, I'll have to show them to you like that. Some sketches I did of my D&D character. Oh, I wanted to show you paintings. I have, some paintings that I did post on my thing already. I have some other fun ones though. I have that. Let me see if it'll focus. Yeah! I had a lot of fun with that one. It's another one of the D&D characters. One of them is a... What is he? He's not a paladin, is he? He might be a paladin. Yes, he's a paladin. And he's lost his memories. He's an Aasimar, so that's why he looks like that. I asked the player what kind of hair he wanted his character to have, and he said he didn't care. So I was like, okay, you're giving me control over this. And then I gave his character a braid, long hair and a braid. So had a lot of fun doing that. There's more stuff that I painted, but I cannot figure out where. This one was watercolor. With that I did marker over. Yep. Oh, I have so many notebooks. Oh, I have so many notebooks. I have some fun ones though. I have like a leather notebook. Is that a halberd? Yes, it is a halberd. I am quite fond of that one, but I have a little fun notebook here. I have two of them. They were birthday presents from... Were they birthday presents? They might have been Christmas presents. From my grandmother's. So, I got one from each, which is interesting, because I don't think they talk about it. I have a lot of stuff that I do. I made one of my little D&D bags. I have a little purse I put my dice in that I made. I dropped a dice. Hold on. It was a D12. But, I have this. Yeah, I made it actually because I love the button, and so then I was like, okay, I have a bunch of other stuff. I need to add more buttons to the sides because the dice keep falling out of the sides. But the inside is all fuzzy, and I love it so much. Oh! Nice. I have a bunch of little bags that I find around my house that I keep them in. Yeah, it's very, very cool. Where did I stick my stuff? I'm just walking around my room trying to find it now. Because I know it's in one of my notebooks. Where did I put it? Oh, it's in the notebook. The other one? No, it's to the dragon one. Where did I stick my dragon notebook? Is it? Oh my gosh, I'm silly. I'm a goof. It was in the bag I just looked in to find my D&D bag. Yeah, there's more dice that fell out of my bag, so I guess it's good that I found that. Maybe I'll do some traditional art for now. Move over from one to the other. But I got this. It's a dragon notebook. Let's try to balance this. Dragon. Okay, that is precariously balanced. Dragon. Dragon. You've been typing pretty well so far, so I mostly trust you. Yeah. Ignore how bad my handwriting is. That's one of the things I painted. That's acrylic. Focus. Yeah! And this one is just a sketch. Thank you. I have some other things I've done. This one is one that I started and haven't finished. I might finish that on stream then. And then I started drawing this for Art Fight because I'm on Team Seafoam. So the back is a manta ray, and then inside is like ocean. Thank you. Thank you. I love showing people the stuff I make. It's so much fun. I made this too. It was for one of my classes last year. It's a dinosaur, and it's kicked a marble. And what I've named the piece is I've named it he's a dinosaur. Yeah. Dinosaur who stubbed his toe and decided to scream about it. Because he has also googly eyes. Get you the camera correctly. Mm-hmm. I had a little comic I did in one of my classes. Stubbed. It's like one of those cartoony things where he's walking, steps, ow! And it's silly. Yeah, my friends can't look at any of my books though, because I have so much like little bits of lore from campaigns scattered around, and so they just can never know which ones it's in. I mean, we wrapped up the campaign because it was a school campaign, and so the campaign ended, but it was really fun. Okay. Because I have at least 12 different notebooks that I have everything in. I'm going to use these because those are vibrant paints. What other paint do I need? Ignore how messy my palette is. I've been using it for years. I have a little portable one. What do I do? Ooh! We love that. I could probably actually show my... I don't have any players watching. It's okay. I have a campaign that I started. I didn't end up finishing it because players, meeting times, we couldn't figure out when to meet. but I have a Google Doc for it. So let me turn this off. I'll turn back to that. It's just this. And then it's in Google Docs somewhere. Actually, maybe maybe actually I turn that off real quick while I find the tab first. That would probably be a smart idea. That is falling. Where is... Okay. Yeah, it's in my other account. Okay. Let me log back into that. I have a couple things I actually am moving over to. Which one did I just send? Okay. Oh gosh, I actually have quite a few of these. I have like 4 different docs that I show. Yeah. So far I think I only have like 4, but yeah, one of them is very long though. Oops. That's, yeah, that would do it. If you've been using the same one for 6 years, that's a long time too. That should be fine. Has some mythology. It has mythology in the stupid and directly conflicting versions of the same story. Wait. Oh, I see. That's super fun though. Okay. Alright, that should be fine to show then. Whoops, wrong one. Display capture. If I go to Cathal. So, this is the one for my character that I have now. I decided that I wanted to put their character sheet into Google Docs so that I could actually just find everything easier and then have all my stuff. So I have what their stuff is now, and then that's what their proficiencies are. Ba-da-ba-da. Equipment. And then I have some stuff here, some stuff over here. Yeah, and it's, you know, it works very well. But this one is, I like spacing everything out so far, just because it always makes it so much easier for me. And then I have notes. This is for my Fatuvidite campaign. And so in the game, I guess I really didn't need to set a specific year, but I set it as 1573. I named it Fatuvidite, and the way I came up with that name was I shrunk down Fey Fortune and Devil's Advocate, I believe are the words I used specifically, but I came up with that name. And then I had like a little generator that helped me do like currency, and then I found a stress function. Yeah. So that's what the stress function is, and then there's some other stuff. I found some guns, weapons, stuff, because this is a sci-fi setting, so it was set like, because this is like just after I had finished listening to a podcast that was set in, yes, it's so fun. I didn't get to use it, unfortunately, yet. Wait, did I? I might have. I don't know. It's super fun, and I haven't gotten to use it yet, but yeah, it's fun. Though, I have some other stuff, like miscellaneous, like, characters or stuff that I wanted to use. We actually found a thing here that's a link to something that, it puts disability mechanics in the game, which works sometimes, and that's part of what that stress function was. So I had a lot of fun with it. This was for a combat wheelchair, because I have a friend who wanted her character to be in a wheelchair, and I was like, that's awesome. And also, we can look up ways to do that. And so, combat wheelchair, it's very fun. And part of it was, that Sammy character, they make a cameo here, so they're friends with one of the player characters, which is fun. This is, yes, okay. This is the link I used, rangen.co, whatever, and then there's country cities, and then it came up with a bunch of things to do that, and then I completely color-coded this, because I really wanted to do it, and it seemed like it would work well. But there's a lot of different things, and I have one of the characters. This one is just an NPC that was generated that I thought I could use, but I really like making them myself, so I never actually used that one. There's Rowan. Thank you. I tried very hard to make sure it was organized, because I really liked the idea of having something that I could look back to, and that's why this is all here, so I can find everything easy. I like organizing things, shockingly. You wouldn't guess it from my room, but yeah. I have Rowan is an NPC who, what was going to happen was me and my friend were going to co-DM this campaign, and then our characters were going to have been mixed together, kind of, like mashed together into one character. So she would have played a tiefling, and I would have played a tabaxi, and then the two would have mixed, which would have been interesting, but she said that she couldn't do that anymore, and so this is just an NPC now. But that's why their backstory is so extensive. So this is, I'm going to tell you all about this one. Has a great love for making things, little creatures made of whatever they can find, especially if those creatures can help them remember and learn, because they are an artificer, and oh boy, I think I have to click on this to figure it out. Yeah, their name is Rowan Attis. So let's figure out, yeah. So they're an artificer right now. They're level 1 for now. I rolled crazy good for their stats, so it's like that. There's some stuff here. Yeah, I know, right? It's crazy. Had a lot of fun doing it. Yeah. Got some stuff. They know Common and Abyssal specifically because they're possessed or whatever. There's like relationships right there. There's some character backstory here. And their spells for now. Yeah, it's very fun. I love playing artificers and then completely maxing out intelligence. I love doing it. It's very fun. I don't know if I have... Okay. I have a little bit of their backstory somewhere else. Philip Addis, father, 57, alive and well, neutral evil-ish, in a bit of college debt, but works as a teacher, not quite friendly. Rowan keeps not calling him, and he's annoyed about it. Artificers are so much fun, but... a paladin player. Bulky casters. That's fair. I just love little guys who make things. Because Sammy, my other character, was actually a pirate too. And they were so small. just a little guy. Because I'm not short necessarily, but I'm not also super tall. I'm a little bit above average. I'm like 5'5". But I love it's so funny. It's so funny. Anyway, Philip, whatever, not annoyed that Rowan keeps not calling him. That's unfair. That's unfair. No, it's just genetics, but whatever. That's fun. I have a friend who's like 6'1". Continue backstory, right. Cleo Addis, Mappa, 55, alive and well, neutral, worked a lot with machines, friendly relationship with them. They loved working together on projects with Rowan and their older sister. Natasha Addis, older sister, 30, alive and well, neutral, works with Mappa, friendly, took them to play in a creek a lot when they were younger. Pippin Addis, younger sibling, 18, alive and well, neutral, merchant who sells wares across the galaxy. Rowan and Pip collaborated on a design before Rowan left. This is part of their backstory. I might have it actually over here. Okay. Cool. Rowan and their family live in a kind of a crappy little shuttle that mostly stayed in a junkyard. Food wasn't scarce, but there weren't exactly any feasts. Then when they were little, they gazed at stars. They stargazed a lot. It felt kind of like something was watching them back. A form of the abyss, devil, possessed them when they were 12. It eventually left, but the stars still seemed to watch. They spent a lot of time with their family, but eventually they went exploring to learn more on their own when they were 19. It wasn't very well thought out plan. They had a lot of difficulty finding food and places to stay. Part of that, when I was writing it, was when they were going to be like combined, or like their mind was going to meld with someone else's character. So that bit, I think, did change, and what happened instead was when they got possessed, specifically what happened to them was when they were 12, they got possessed, etc. They ran around causing havoc, capital H, for about a week before they disappeared for 2 weeks. During the 2 weeks, their body was being used by the Shard, the demon, possessing them, in order to gain power over the Hall of Shattered Stars, which is where demons reside. I have a bunch of lore for what specifically that means, and actually I might have needed to elaborate more on that later. Thank you. I'll switch over to the doc where I explain what the heck the Hall of Shattered Stars is and what shards are. The reason they got possessed was because the shard in question had started a house fire. Rowan, being the only survivor, thinking it was their fault, made a deal with Xur to go back in time and fix it in exchange for possession of their body, until Z reached Xur's goal of being the whole. And then I used that disability mechanic to instill trauma, which was fire and loud noises combined, i.e. a fireball or lightning bolt.
which causes them to lose control over their body. Oh no, another thing was that it was losing control over their body, or being compelled to do something, like being charmed, because of the aftermath of the possession. Rowan is a calico tabaxi who claims to have been stranded on Kareen, which is the planet they're on, and sent out a distress signal for help. In reality, Rowan grew up there and has been sending the distress signal out since they were 16. I have not played Call of Cthulhu. I really, really, really want to, but I haven't yet. I really would love to. Yeah, that's a little bit what I was trying to instill here. I think that this campaign actually would have worked a lot better, not in a D&D setting and in like a Call of Cthulhu or a different kind of setting. I do have a different game setting called Bubble Gumshoe. It's like a gumshoe setting, and it's just a detective story. Bubble Gumshoe specifically is for teen detectives. Think of like Nancy Drew or Hardy Boys, and it's just so fun. But then I had this, and this was just an NPC, 2 NPCs that I made for an encounter I had planned. And then I actually made music for... Oh, I don't have the one thing here. I made a thing, though, for it, and I don't have it right here. It might be in Google. I'll move over to something else. Well, yeah, I had a thing. I had one of the taverns was called the Clockwork Tavern or something like that, Clockwork Cafe. And so what I did was I overlaid like a background of like cafe chatter with clock ticking, because the shtick of that cafe was that it was absolutely covered in clocks and whatever, and it was just, I had a lot of fun with it. Oh, before I switch to this, so this is like a space setting, whatever. This is the solar system that they're in right now. There's supposed to be 4, but I don't want to necessarily go over those at the second, because what is the other thing? Fatuvite plot. There we go. So, there are a few different planes in this. So, the Feywilds and the Hall of Shattered Stars, which is like a reskinned, like the place where, not the astral plane, but whichever, I don't remember off the top of my head, where devils, yes, like where devils and demons generally were. But for that is what I renamed as the Hall of Shattered Stars. Might be the lower planes. It was kind of my own thing though, because the only thing I really reskinned were devils and things like that. Overall thing though is the Feywilds and the Hall of Shattered Stars are slowly merging, and with that merge, the people of the Feywilds and the Shards are going to war. People are being kidnapped by the Feywilds in order to fight for the war. This is how Nimwe's dad was kidnapped. Nimue is one of my players, and their goal for adventuring whatever was going to was finding their father, but we did not get that. When Rowan made a deal with Shattered, a part of that shard they made a deal with is bonded to them. So to Jackson's character, one of my friends, they look like they have a soul and a half. Specifically, Rowan's deal was because their home and the people in it had burned down and died. Blah blah blah. They made a deal. Whatever. They did. This left Rowan with PTSD and a lack of memory of the event. What they traded for the redo was possession. The deal with the shard had full control until he had collected most of the pieces of herself. The Pantheon consists of the Dust, Palindor, Zoran, the Abyss, Corandus, the Suns, and Selune, the Moons. Every soul is part of what I meant with the Shattered whatever is that every soul is instead represented by a star, or is represented by a star. As well as the one in the sky, they also have a star in their chest. When a person goes out, their star goes out. Or when a person dies, their star goes out. When an especially powerful person, 15 level or higher, their star causes a supernova. When a person's star is shattered rather than fades, they go to the Hall of Shattered Stars. The more powerful the person, the brighter their star. Souls created by Corandus, Aasimar, specifically fallen. Souls are created by Corandus. Aasimar, specifically fallen Aasimar, are created by Zoran, while normal Aasimar are created by Selûne. The stars of fallen Aasimar have a tendency to suck all of the light out from around them. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. And part of it was one of my characters, one of the players, had made a deal with someone called the Collector. The Collector was the character. I'll just call him. The shorthand is Jackson's character. I'll just call it JC. I'll call the character JC. JC was a warlock and had made a deal with a person called the Collector, so that's his warlock patron. He had traded his soul star for the powers he got, and then made another deal to get his star back. Every level up, he gets part back. Eventually, JC realizes that the Collector will never give them their soul back. But that's why I came up with the idea, because I had a lot of fun doing it. I loved it so much. And then I had plans for the next session, because I didn't want Rowan to be a DM and NPC. I wanted them to, I didn't want them to be railroading the party into doing something. So the plan for the next session was everyone in the party minus Rowan will go shopping. They meet an NPC while shopping who asks for help finding things on their list. When they're done shopping, they'll go back to the ships, which are right beside each other. JC will have snuck onto the player's ship. No, he will have snuck onto the adversary's ship because he saw Rowan being dragged away. And while normally JC wouldn't have cared, then he noticed that Rowan had a soul and a half, almost. Which was interesting and not very usual. Anyway, the NPC will invite the party to come onto their ship, where they are attacked by a group of an amount of people, which is what those two characters were before. If they win, they will discover a few hidden rooms with people, including... Thank you! I really had so much fun making it, and I have been reading since I was very, very young and listening to a lot of D&D podcasts, and I was trying to make sure the story beats worked. If they won, they would discover a few hidden rooms with people, including Rowan, inside of them, as well as plans that will lead them to believe the Feywilds are kidnapping people. 15 or higher on investigation check will tell them these are war maps. If they lose, they are also kidnapped and taken to the Feywilds, where they will have to escape a training facility. JC is introduced during the fight. I would love to play this, and I'm thinking maybe later I will, but at a different time. There we go. And now this is the solar system I have. This is one of the things. I really want to, and I actually I explained all the lore to one of my players because I was so happy with it. I don't know if I'll play it ever. I don't know if maybe I'll get the chance to. But my plan is maybe I'll write a book or draw some stuff for it. Maybe I can I don't know. I definitely have a few things I have planned for it, possibly. But this is just the planets, and this is Renati. I'm very excited. There was another solar system thing that generated this solar system, which was very helpful for me because that was, yeah. City later me issue. Kareen was the planet they were on. It was a dump planet, supposedly uninhabitable, which is the planet my players were dropped onto. They had to land there because they saw the distress signal. Then they had to do an arena battle while they were there, and it was a lot of fun. I'm actually gonna turn my camera on again because I drew maps for this, and then the other campaign I was doing at my school too. So let me close, 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 close. Actually, yeah. Yes, it was super fun, because what it was is it was a dump planet, right? But it actually wasn't uninhabited. They had to roll an investigation check or whatever, and they found a tunnel, whatever, and they found an underground city. An underground city. And then it was like, yeah, it was fun. And I was considering having, like, that's what that creature was. It was like a temple or whatever, and there was gonna be maybe something there. Ooh, right, I need to fix this again. I am. Yes, I am. Yep. I don't know if I definitely reblog a lot of stuff, but I absolutely am a JRW. Yes, I am. Yep. I haven't finished the new Wonderland episode or whatever, but I have definitely caught up on that. I loved it so much. Ha! Okay, that works. Okay. Let me see if I can find it. But, I love Riptide so much. Oh! From the Black Sea arc. Yeah? I have to think about that. Underground City from the Black Sea arc. I don't completely remember that. I might have to re-listen to it. It's been a while since I listened. Igneous? Oh! Yes! Yep. Okay. I completely remember what you're talking about. Yep. The underground. Yes. Yes, it was a little bit like that, except the reason they were hiding was different. Oh boy. So, this was the map I made for... This is the map I made for the Feywilds, because they were, I think most of it was going to be, a lot of the campaign was going to be set in here, because it was going to be I didn't have everything set up for all the planets, so a portion of the adventure was going to take place here, because that's where the war was going on. Thank you! And then actually, I have a better map, too, and I have, actually, a map key. This was for a different campaign. This is for my school campaign, because I wanted a map. Yeah, it was, what did I call it? I called that campaign Aerophron. And it was like a time travel campaign, and so this was the place where they were. This is the Itratelon Inlet. And then I named those cities wherever, and then I had a lot of fun just drawing it, because I wanted to know. It didn't end up coming up a lot, but that's okay. I still had a lot of fun drawing it. But this is where I keep most of my stuff. This is also where I have the DM stuff, where some stuff that only I see. I drew a temple, one of the temples for where they were starting. It was the Temple of Asai. And it was basically a monument to the peace between land and sea, which was interesting for sure. But yeah, I have so much. Most of this is filled up with just a bunch of stuff. And then I made props for that campaign too. There's this little thing. I made a letter with, because I have ink and, calligraphy stuff. Yes, it's so much fun. I wrote a letter, and it was like, "My dearest child, if you're reading this, my life is long ended. I'm sorry I didn't get to say goodbye. I hope you know I love you, and I believe you are strong enough to bear my mantle. I love you to the depths of time, through the depths of time and space, your father." Yes, a little bit of calligraphy. It doesn't look great, but that's fine. I have... I don't know if I have... I don't have the prop. I let one of my players take it home. But, with that blue ink here... Oh, is my audio echoing again? That's fun, though. It made the letter reading sound fun. I'm gonna turn it off then. But anyway, the whole point of that letter was that it was a letter I wrote from... Thank you! That's kind of what the prop looked like. Because what it was... I'll go back to drawing, I think. Oh, everything's falling. My desk is a mess. Was from... Okay. More lore for a different campaign this time. I don't think I wrote as much of it down in Google Docs. That was actually the first campaign I DM'd. The one I was just telling you about, Fatuvidite. That was the first one I was going to DM, and then I moved on to... That didn't work out, so I moved on to DMing Arafron. What is it? Yep, Arafron. And there's a whole different set of lore and a whole different world for that. That's where the Itratalon Inlet comes in, and whatever. So the lore for that one is completely different. It was a time travel campaign, and the way it worked was my players worked for basically the god of time. Yeah! They worked for, like, the god of time. Because he was being, quote-unquote, attacked by something, and, oh gosh, I can't draw and talk at the same time. He was being attacked by something, and he wanted them to, like, fix it. So, I have it written down somewhere, but I'll just remember it. Asai, so he also was the monument. He was the god that the monument was built to, or the temple was built to, in order to establish, like, a peace between the two. But secret lore is that Asai was not always the god of time. But that does make sense. That is clear. Because what happens is the way godhood works in my campaign is godhood isn't necessarily one person. It is people who were once mortal. And godhood is a mantle that people can bear. And what generally happens is people... Yes! Yes! I love it. Love it. Okay. But what generally happens is people, or like gods, whatever, a god will recognize a mortal as being worthy, and then will hence, quote unquote, adopt them, and teach them the ropes, and then later pass on their mantle. Sometimes what happens is a god takes a child, depending on the morality of the god, it would be an abandoned child, or one straight from their parents. But there was just a couple different, like, mantles that people could bear, and there was one that I ended my campaign with, and it was so much fun. It was so funny. Where did it? I had that notes somewhere for it. Where did it go? If I like the concept, I might like this. The series Incarnations of... Ooh! Incarnations of... okay. Oh! Hello! That looks like a bot. Okay. But that author looks really cool. Yeah. Especially since they haven't responded. Let's see if I can find the... No! I introduced, at the very end of my campaign, a new mantle or a new god. Oh, okay. The series is good? That's fair. Not all authors are good, but series tend to be pretty good. I don't know where it went. No. That's okay. I can probably remember it off the top of my head. If I could find where I wrote it, though, that'd be great.
Nope. There are some DM notes. Ooh. I will definitely consider it. I will definitely... That was the other thing! I have an entirely different doc with the lore for one of my player characters written out because I had that Sammy character. I had them, they were my first character, and then I used them again in the later campaign. I have a bunch of lore for that I need to link. I'm trying to find the one thing that I wrote down. Whatever. It was like, one of my players wanted to multi-class in a warlock, and so I was like, yeah, sure. What god? And they were like, I'm not sure. And I was like, I have an idea. You do your thing. And so they became a warlock to the god of, like, it wasn't fermentation, I believe? Like, things like, something like that. And what it was the person, the god that showed up, was 3 child gods in a trench coat. And it was so funny because they were the gods of, for like, one of them was the god of fertility. Yeah. The other was god of, like, hors d'oeuvres. The other was like, it was something completely different. And it was so funny because the way I described it was, yeah, it's a tall, looming figure in a trench coat. And so creepy, whatever. That's how I ended one of the sessions. That's how I ended, like, the second to last session. And then I started it next session. And, oh boy. And, no, what I ended it, okay. How I described it was, you see this tall figure, and it's, like, super tall. Like, weirdly tall. Like, weirdly tall and weirdly skinny. And then they were like, which of us do you need? And so the player was like, I'm trying to speak to the god of fermentation. And then they were like, dang it, why didn't you want to speak to the god of hors d'oeuvres? Fermentation's all the way on the bottom. And then they just split, and it went so the trench coat went super wide, and then it went and stacked up again, and then it was just he's like, fermentation speaking. It was really, really, really funny, and I loved it so much. That was one of my favorite moments. I loved it so much. Okay, where did it go? I had another character sheet. Okay, whoops, wrong one. Is it in this one? No. Yeah, I love talking about these people. It's so much fun. Why am I on the wrong account? Hold on. I have to turn the display capture off again so I can find the doc I'm looking for. But it's so fun. It's so much fun. That campaign, I tried to take it a little bit seriously, but it did not take itself super seriously. My players were all really funny, and my players are awesome. Okay, I wrote this one as an actual story, so I can just narrate this. So Sammy is a half-orc half Triton. They reached the age of maturity around 14. Sam started their adventure when they were around 14, 18, 19 human years, and is now about 15. So, backstory info dump. I love my little guy so much, but this is not necessary to read the trigger warnings. Trigger warning: cult, not real life one. It's not thoroughly described. And death of parent. Parentheses, sorry. So, Sammy was born into a life of piracy, their father being the orcish captain of a ship by the name of the Sleeping Puffin. Their mother was a wandering Triton. I'm no author, so Sammy's parents had them when they were little. Their parents separated, on good terms, thankfully. Their mother left to continue wandering the seas and eventually settled in a village where she met Sammy's soon-to-be step-parent, as well as the cause of Sammy's little sister, Torin. At that point, Sam's parents had a sort of shared custody, and they alternated sailing the high seas exploring the depths with their mom and sister, and learning alchemy and potion brewing from their step-parent, Mappy, as they've been dubbed. So, people so far are Sammy. Their full name is actually Salmon. They are an artificer, alchemist, blood hunter, Order of the Lycan. They are half orc, half Triton. Tauren, full name Tauren. Sam's little sister, full Triton, blood hunter, Lycan, and maybe multiclassing into monk. Dad, Nethra, full orc, rogue, swashbuckler. Mom, Toe, like undertow, Triton, bard, / warlock at the deep. Mappy, Conswell, unknown, some sort of sea witch. Okay, you may be asking, but where does this lycanthropy, Caesar version, come in? Well, suffice it to say, it's genetic, recessive on their mom's side, so both Sammy and Tauren are serpentine lycans. Luckily, smile, the village where their mom and Mappy are has a cult. That is meant to be crossed out, so order for just this case. Tauren may be 2 years younger, but because Sammy is half orc and Tauren is full Triton, their lycanthropy comes later than Tauren's. Because of this, the Order of the Serpent's Tooth took greater interest in Tauren and began, quote, training her in her free time. I put quotes, but they did train her. It is so much fun, and I love doing it. They did train her. They also tried to put her in her head that she should leave her family and stay with the Order. Luckily for Tauren, she can spot that from a mile away. Thanks to the input of her loving sibling, Tauren told Sammy told Mappy, who was the one to call Bull. With Tauren's refusal to accept their sugar-spun tale, our story gets more depressing. Eventually, a little while before Sammy's adventure starts, the Order decided they needed to keep Tauren with them, and thus was their plan. They spent some time pitting the rest of the village against Tauren's family, spreading false tales about their parents, forcing Tauren and Sammy to spend time away with a horrid pirate, claiming that Conswell was practicing forbidden magic, and that they had already poisoned Sammy with its knowledge. When the Order deemed the village riled up enough, they drove Sammy, Toe, and Conswell out of their home and away. In the midst of that, the Order attempted to kidnap Tauren. This worked. For maybe 3 days. They were not getting away with it. They had 2/3 of angry parents and a distraught and furious older sibling. They were not going to get away with that. In this fantasy world, anyway. But if we're being for real, Tauren's family fought and snuck, tooth and nail, and only barely managed to get her back. The Order was hunting them now. Another oopsie! Sammy showed their first sign of lycanthropy during a fight, and now the Order is hunting them too. With the Order scouring the oceans for them, Conswell and Toe decided to send Sam and Tauren to their... Thank you. It's how I like to storytell. It tells a very quick story, and it's not in a lot of perspective. I have another... I'll finish this bit first, and then I'll continue. The Order scouring the oceans for them, Conswell and Toe decided to send Sam and Tauren to their father to hide, while the two of them try to draw the Order away. And this works for a few weeks, at least. The two had been staying on their father's ship for a few weeks when they were found. Blah, blah, blah. I haven't finished writing it yet, which is why it hasn't been posted or whatever, but the end of it is that the Order finds them, and they kill everyone on that ship. Sammy and Tauren are in their father's closet hiding. Sammy is the one closest to the crack in the door, and so Sammy sees them as their father had just finished hiding them or whatever, and Sammy sees them kill and decapitate their father. Which is fun. So what happens later is that's around the time their adventure starts. Yeah! Super fun! Basically, Mappy had given Tauren and Sammy a potion of invisibility or whatever so that they couldn't be detected. And it ended up being that is how they weren't found. So they were left the only two alive on that ship. And Sammy covered Torin's eyes as they left the captain's quarters, which is covered in their father's blood now. And Sammy locks the door and does not open it. The two of them clean the rest of the ship up, and they set sail. That's where the adventure starts, with Torin hiding under the waves, and the rest of the party on top of the ship sailing. So that's where it starts. Yes! Absolutely! That is exactly what I had planned. It was very, very fun for me to do. But part of it is no one enters the captain's quarters, right? Sammy has the key for it, and it is the party is starting to notice that the captain's quarters stinks, because they couldn't bear going in there to clean it up. So that was the lore for that, and I love it so much. Yes. Yep. It's smelly. But anyway, I mean, this isn't as bad as it was, because originally Sammy was going to be like the equivalent of 16. Yeah! The equivalent of like 16, because that is just how I pictured them. So they would have been, if they reach age of maturity at 14, they would have been around 12. Which is fun. And then I decided, maybe I don't do that. That would be a little harsh. But Torin is a little bit younger than Sammy, so it's super fun. But anyway, yeah. There was another thing I wanted to do. Yeah, that is what's been going on for that. I think that was actually most, if not all of them. No, there was something I wanted to tell you. What was it? There was a thing. I know there was a thing. I just don't remember what it was. There was this. I finished telling the story. It was something to do with Sam. Was it something to do with Sam? I don't remember now. I don't remember now. What was it? Good grief. My brain is not working. I'm gonna continue this. Yeah, no, it just, I was like, okay, I'm gonna put a pin in that and then continue talking about it later. And then I completely forgot. What is it? It's bugging me a little bit now. I just don't remember what it is. Nope, it has left my brain. It's not gonna come back until midnight tonight. So, how long have I been talking? It's almost 9 for me. That's fun. How long have I been streaming? I have to have been streaming for like a few hours now. I've been streaming for 2 hours. Yep, about 2 hours, 30 minutes. That's fun. Okay. Huh. Okay, no mouse. I'm gonna continue this drawing now because I've not run out, but I can not think of what I wanted to say anymore. And maybe if I start drawing, it'll come back to me. But, I love writing so much. I could talk about the bubblegum shoe world that I've been building. I've been building a kind of, what is it? Bubblegum shoe. It's the detective one that I was talking about for like child detectives, whatever. Teen detectives, child detectives, whatever. But yeah, okay, so what I did was I added a town to Massachusetts. It is, I put it in a notebook. I have to get up again and find a notebook. Another notebook. To remember what I called the town. Is it in the one? Nope, not in the one covered in fire. Oh, I remember what I was gonna tell you now. It was another story type thing. It was another story type thing for Sammy. Yes. Okay, I remembered it. I don't know where the notebook is, so I'll just tell you about that later. Okay. I started writing a story in the first person perspective about my first campaign that I was in. I didn't finish it, but what I did do was I started it, and so it's first person perspective of Sammy from like the adventures of our campaign. So I'm just gonna read that because I had so much fun with that campaign too. So yes. Characters are Sammy, a Earth Genasi named Willow, a Tiefling named Aviana, I believe it was an elf named Brooklyn, Talon, and Legolas, or two wood elves, who were brothers. Okay, those are our characters. I was playing Sammy, the artificer. Willow was, I believe, a cleric. Aviana was, I think, a rogue. Brooklyn was a wizard. Talon was a paladin? Yeah, Talon was a paladin. And Legolas was a ranger. So, what I've called this for now is an account of the misadventures, or the misadventuring party. Me and Willow are working at the D Cafe. Willow and Sammy went to college together, so that's where they met, and that's what was going on. Sammy had taken a break from piracy to go to college because they were interested in artificery, and they were like, all right, that sounds cool. And then to pay for it, they started a cafe with their friend, which we called the D Cafe, because they did not sell coffee, they sold like tea and sandwiches, stuff like that. It was also an inn. In this one, Sammy's backstory is fairly normal. They were born into a life of piracy again, with their parents, who aren't specifically specified, but their parents disappeared at age, like, when they were around 2. And when Sammy and Torn woke up, in this one, Sammy and Torn are twins, and they're both half orc, half, I think it was Water Genasi actually in this one, not Triton. But I kept the vitiligo-like thing, but in the other one, they were like swapped. So Sammy's was greener skin with blue vitiligo-like markings, and Torn's was the opposite, mostly blue with green. And okay, whatever, their parents disappeared, and when they were like 2, and no one had any memory of their parents. It was like they had completely vanished and all memory of them had been wiped off the planet. Yeah, completely normal. And then that's pretty much all I had for their backstory because I didn't have anything specific and it was my first character. I wanted to give our DM room to work with the backstory, which he did, which is pretty cool. Anyway, so, okay, now I'll start. Me and Willow are working at the D Cafe. Talon and his younger brother Legolas are staying in one of the rooms there. Aviana and Brooklyn are there celebrating a spell gone right. Brooklyn is the wizard, and she's notoriously not very good at casting. There's a bang outside, and when I step out, I'm smack dab in the middle of a highway robbery. Willow, Aviana, Brooklyn, and I perform a sort of comedy to distract them. Exactly. A sort of comedy to distract them. During the comedy, Willow casts hideous laughter on one of the robbers, thus starting a fight. A fight where we thoroughly kicked their butts, leaving a lot of them dead and 2 of them captive. After the battle, we met the guy who was getting robbed, a goblin named Bucket. We then ended the session. Too long, didn't raid. We stopped a highway robbery and met Bucket. That was our first session. Another part of the fight was my favorite part was while doing the little comedy skit thing. I don't remember what it was. We were doing like knock jokes or whatever, and Sammy has this fun little thing. It's a trident, and the main thing of it is that it's. Have you ever read Percy Jackson and he has the pen that turns into a sword? That's what I did. I gave Sammy a pen that turned into a trident. Yes. They have a pen that turns into a trident, and I got, like, returning on it, or returning. That's Minecraft. Yeah. There's, like, a return weapon thing, and that's basically what it is that I put the enchantment on. But whatever. In the middle of their little comedy skit thing, Sammy rolled, like, a deception thing to pull out the trident. Yeah, that's true. To pull out the trident and, like, put it at a guy's throat, just, like, acting completely natural. And they pulled it off, too, which was fun. Gosh, I omitted some stuff from that. But another fun thing in the battle was Sammy had the spell Catapult, which was my favorite one to use. I love using the spell Catapult. It's so fun. But, did I actually? Okay. Yes. I'll keep reading this because that happens. The part I'm talking about happens in a second. We take a long rest and decide to help Bucket deliver his wagon of dragon's blood to the king. While I'm examining the spilled blood, I hear and see guards coming, so we all decide to skedaddle and leave our captives behind. From the cart, we managed to take out all but the captain of the guards. And the way we did that was Sammy cast Catapult on a sack of, I believe it was tomatoes, and did it at the second to last guard. The one that wasn't, like, right in front. They should have, but they didn't. They did that, and it killed every guard. Every guard but the first guard. It was... There was, like, 7, and all of them went down like bowling pins, and it was so funny. It was really, really funny. I like Catapult a lot as a spell, but it was. That's an inside joke now, because that was, like, the first thing I did on our second session. Anyway, from the cart we managed to, at which point Bucket takes this weird stop/pocket watch and makes the cart move super fast, which, you know, we set up camp in the woods. Later, the party arrives at the King City and saw the king. Afterwards, I was gone for that session, so I didn't actually personally meet the king, but they pretended that Sammy was there. Saw the king. Afterwards, Bucket and us parted ways. Aviana decided to rob someone, and the closest someone is a priest. So, yeah, she robs him using Brooklyn's fake choking as a distraction. Unfortunately, Brooklyn stops faking it and actually chokes. The priest takes the wound on himself, which is nice of him. We help the priest back to his church. A little ways away, 2 tieflings are arguing, and one of them dies. And we help the green one, Thorn. Priest robbing, as one does. One of them just dies, and so we help the green one, Thorn, escape false murder charges by trying to sneak him out of the back gates of the town. Yeah, that didn't work. Shocker, I know. Apparently, the extra pair of fake ice horns I gave him did not disguise him well enough. Oh, what I wrote was, disguise that he was in fact a green tiefling charged with murder. So, Talon, Thorn, Legolas and I fought the guards and lost. So, we oh gosh, I can't read my handwriting. So, we were all thrown in prison. Yippee! Yeah, so the rest of the party was hidden in an alleyway, so they didn't get caught, which is lovely of them. And also fair, because then everyone would have been in prison, and, everyone would have been arrested. Anyway, we stayed in the prison overnight. During the night, I summoned thieves' tools. I know, cool. Anyway, I got my cuffs off, and we started passing the tools around. Talon didn't... It's so rare that the campaign... Yep, that's true. Talon didn't catch them when we tossed it to him, so Legolas isn't free either. Yeah. Okay, then sometime later... Yeah. We, all of us, killed about 4 mages and a few guards. Talon did a lot of it, probably because Legolas died to the mages. Yeah. And then there's a crossed out bit that says, what would happen if Torrin died? But at least the rest of us made it, right? Crossed out. Anyway, so what happened in the interim was we did fight 4 mages, whatever. The guy playing Legolas actually couldn't come anymore, so they killed him off. Yay! That happens sometimes. But since Talon was his brother, he absolutely just went ballistic on the mages. And yeah, so he killed like 3, and Sammy killed 1. As one does. But yeah, this is like written as though Sammy has like a journal. So that's part of what this was. It's written like journal entries. Yeah. But details on the fight, the way Sammy killed the one mage was, the mage was wearing glasses. And my favorite spell is catapult. So Sammy snatches the glasses from the mage, drops them, and casts catapult on them. All because I was thinking of that one scene from Wreck-It Ralph of him going, you wouldn't hit a guy with glasses, would you? Oh, you hit a guy with glasses. I see. Yeah, I killed him. Which was super fun. Anyway, it was very funny, and I had a lot of fun with it. But yeah, that's why there are the reason there's crossed out parts, that it's part of it is like it's visual too. The thing is so what would happen if Torrin died? Anyway, continuing. We're running now. I fell asleep on first watch. Oops. But everyone else noticed that there was a dang platoon of guards heading towards us. Crap. How wonderful! Also, we lost Willow in the break for it. Crossed out is I don't period. We can't even look for her, period. I miss her in small writing. All of that is crossed out. Anyway, the guards are being led by the Tabaxi. That was A, very cool, and B, is the main reason we couldn't fight off all of the guards. We set some traps at the bottom of a hill. I'm sure we'll be fine. A little while later, Aviana is terrifying! So is Thorin. Apparently, they can both control dead people. Huh! That's not weird at all. Whatever, I guess. Ariana killed the tabaxi. Good for her. We got to a cute little town by the sea. Oh, home again. Yeah, I didn't know rogues could take necromancy spells at the time, so that was a lot of fun. Oh, she might have been multi-classing, I don't remember. Maybe she was multi-classing into sorcerer. But anyway, yeah. It was very interesting and cool. One of the traps they set was an Indiana Jones style boulder that got enlarged cast on it, and yeah. Oh, yeah. It was probably one of the two, but no. She was an assassin, I believe, as far as a rogue. So it could have been a magic initiate or something. I don't quite remember what she went with, but either way. What else? Yeah, an Indiana Jones little thing where we put a boulder up on the hill and then it rolled down and crushed people. And that's where they got all the bodies to fight people, which was silly and fun. Anyway, we got to a cute little town by the sea. Oh, home again. Crossed out. And we're staying at a tavern. In no particular order. We gambled. Talon stole Aviana's whipped cream. Me, don't tell. Talon told the innkeeper we were all his kids. We will never let him live that down. Very fun. Very fun. Tomorrow we have to find a ship to take us ... elsewhere. Quick Aviana POV. From what she told me, she went for a walk pretty early and looked for a boat. So this is written as if it is an excerpt that Aviana wrote. I, Aviana, was walking on the docks and I saw a pretty neat ship. I almost got hit by a bag that someone accidentally threw over the side of it. I went on board to give it back and ask for a passage on the ship. I had to meet the captain of the ship. Awesome. The guy went to the helm and brought me a color swapped Sammy with purple hair. So, I said hello and she asked who I was. I said I was a friend of Sammy's. She's grinning and I lead her to the inn. Back to Sam. Torrin's here! Smile. She tried to suplex me and failed. Ha! I tripped her. Later. So, I guess we got a ride. Her ship's name is the Drunken Ghost. How cool is that? Before we leave Thorn at the town, he didn't want to come. Aviana fought him, just for fun, though. After that, he gave everyone gifts. It is such a good ship name. I love it. He gave everyone gifts afterwards, after the fight. Aviana got a sword. I think Brooklyn got a ring? No clue what Talon's was. He couldn't think of one for me. So he put his blood in my eyes, and now I have, quote unquote, devil's eyes. And I can see through magical darkness in color from 180 feet. Wild. I gave him a hug. And thus we left. Yeah! It completely messed with my DM's story a little bit. Not completely, just a little. For some parts, he was like, yeah, it's completely dark. And I'm like, nuh-uh. Because it's magical dark. I think, I do believe that particular thing is an actual feature. I don't remember where it is. It might have, I don't think it was homebrew. I do think that was an actual feature. For this campaign, I think it was mostly in-book stuff. Mostly the Wikidot and D&D Beyond. I don't know where he got that feature. I looked it up, but yeah, I can't remember specifically. I looked it up and I think I found it at one point, but I don't remember where it is anymore. Now the actual adventure starts. But about 2 days into our voyage, we found a ship suspended by vines that we mistook for the Kraken's tentacles. Silly. The ship appeared empty, so we boarded. The door to the captain's quarters burned someone's hand, so I took it off the hinges and removed the door. Super fun. We searched the room and found a trap door that messed with gravity when we pushed it or pulled it. I grabbed scars, a tabaxi with a scar, giant hammer. Yeah, it was the door thing. It was a puzzle for sure. It was a puzzle for sure, and I just ignored it, and I took the hinges off the door, and I removed the door, which worked. And then here we are. We love finding creative solutions to problems, because the thing that messed with gravity, what I did was I took Scar's giant hammer, and I made it really light in the room so that it was floating, and then I made it really heavy. Ta-da! No more floor. It smashed straight through the floor, and it was so funny. Yeah. It was funny too, because Scar's hammer was like this Looney Tunes hammer, right? It was just massive. Sammy could barely lift it. To be fair to Sammy does not have a very strong, he's not superbly strong, but, you know, other people couldn't lift it, and they were pretty proud of that. So, it was, the look on his face, my DM, it was so funny, because I know he had a puzzle, but I didn't know what the solution was, so I just broke the floor. I didn't want to take the time to solve his wonderful little puzzle, which is fair, but we got there eventually. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Okay. Surprise! It's a pocket dimension under the floor. How we know? I can barely see to the end of a long hallway lined with fish skeletons. At the end of the hallway, cultists! Undead cultists. We fought them. I got paralyzed temporarily, and Talon got some cool paralyzed temporarily, and Talon and Torn saved me. Saved my butt. We got some cool stuff, though. Talon got a funky mask. Aviana got a coat with tentacles attached to the sleeves. I think Brooklyn got another ring. And I found a land fish. I'll just draw it. The drawing is of a hook. I'll just show you the picture, actually. I was right, it is kind of hard to describe. It's like a hook for the handle, and then the lantern bit is an eye. So, I need to plug in my webcam again, because I did draw a picture.
Go to OBS. Turn on video capture. Oops. There. That's about what it looked like. And then there was an eye with a black sclera and a glowing blue pupil. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Okay. I'll just draw it. So, it's like a lantern, but instead of there being a thing that holds fire, there's a black eye with an electric blue slit pupil. I'm going to cast Identify on it. ... Bad idea. ... I passed out as soon as I finished the spell. I had a weird dream, too. Not necessarily. In the dream, I was really deep underwater. Below me? Question mark? was a giant black eye with an electric blue slit pupil. I don't know if it was a dream or a memory. I was only out for like a second. I told Torin and she just asked me when the last time I slept was. Rude. Later. We're all back on the ship now. I don't know where Torin went though. She's in her room. I think it's locked. Iviana's unlocking it right now though. She had to roll really well to unlock that door. It was like a magical lock. So, for this scene, I cut away from the journaling perspective and I go into like actual storytelling. Mostly dialogue. I turn around and look at my party. I glance at the door and take a breath. I'll talk to you all later. I quietly open the door and step in, shutting it softly behind me. Torin, I say. Buzz off, she says. Oh, buzz off. No. I pause again. Are you good? Are you okay? I'm fine. Buzz off, she says. She sounds like she'd been crying. No offense, but you sound like crap. She snorts and I move to sit on the bed next to her. We sit there for a second and she shifts and sits up. She'd definitely been crying. My eyebrows scrunch in concern and what's wrong? You drowned. What? 3 years ago, She takes a shaky inhale. She's trying not to cry more. I hug her and she starts again. We were on the dead puffin and there was a big storm. You were out tying up the last of the ropes when one of the biggest waves hit. My shoulder is damp, so is hers. You fell overboard. We searched for you all that day when the storm died down. She pulled back and she looked me in the eye. Sammy, we couldn't find you. We were both crying. Yeah! So that's how my DM messed around with Sammy's backstory. I love that. I love that the music is like, ooh, drama. Anyway, cut back to journal entries. So apparently I died. What a fun day. Anyway, I loved cutting from that to that, and I don't know, I might write a story. I might write some books and stories about things. I'm having fun with it. I like reading it, or reading it out loud. Maybe I'll make like an audiobook of it. That would be silly. That's what I considered doing actually, was writing more about that Massachusetts town on stream, which I think would be fun. Anyway. Well, it's been about 3 days since that pipe bomb. I think Talon was trying to listen, but, Yeah, that's true, because you could definitely hear, like, the emotion better than you could on paper. 3 days since that pipe bomb, dropped. I think Talon was trying to listen. I don't know if he heard, though. While the metaphorical bomb was busy exploding, Aviana challenged Scar's twin, Scar with a K, Scar's twin, to fight in the pocket dimension. Yeah, she lost that fight. Shocker. Other than that, we were fine though, so we made it to another cute little town, read Pirate Village, where I quickly found a library, and Aviana and Brooklyn went shopping. Talon was asleep on the boat for a bit. I found some good things at the library. Found a couple of old stories and a written account of... What does that say? A written account of a bunch of creatures. There we go. Specifically ocean creatures. The librarian, keeps asking me why I need to know about the Kraken. I told him I was doing my final research project on it. He told me to just borrow the book. I don't live here, so I probably won't have the chance to return it. He let me buy it. I tipped him. Oh yeah, apparently he's not actually a librarian. Apparently he's a slave, and he's doing public service to earn his freedom. Or not a slave, like a prisoner type, right? To earn his freedom. Because he can't pay for it. The gold I paid to get the book went to him directly. So, good for him, I guess. I walk out of the library and see a giant freaking tree in the square that was not there before. I wonder where Aviana and Brooklyn are. You probably aren't wondering. I go to the gosh dang tree, and guess what? Aviana paid to try a wand that she didn't know the capabilities of, and Brooklyn just watched. That's amazing. I love it that it's doing that. Maybe it's me too. Maybe I'm subconsciously pacing myself to the music, or maybe that's just the music doing well. Anyway, Brooklyn just watched. Take a gander at what that wand does. That's right. It turns the person who uses it into a tree. I'm going to scream. We bought the wand, and now Aviana's fine. We're down 300 gold now. At least it's funny. ... later. We turned Talon into a tree. Later. Anyway, it was very funny. Because we did... Okay. Later. We revisited the dude we bought the wand from, a gnome who owns an antique shop, and Talon put on a gauntlet that looked cool, after we told him not to. Surprise! It won't come off! We fought the gnome, Zedaf, for the gauntlet, and barely won. Incineration. In celebration, we looted his shop. We got another bag of holding, not my pocket anymore. Yeah, cursed gauntlet. It was insane. Cause he just put it on and we were like, that's not a good idea. And then he couldn't take it off, and it was a cursed gauntlet, yeah. Yeah, Sammy also had like a pocket of holding, so a bag of holding that they've just made into their pocket. Smart moves by the paladin, for real! I think he had an intelligence of 6 or less, so yeah. No, not 6, but close enough. It was very, very funny. Oh, it was very, very, very funny. Anyway. Yeah. I stole a pen too. We explored the shop a little more and found A, several pens, and B, a magically dark hatch that I could see had a set of stairs down to his workshop. Me and Aviana are going down. She can't see. Nerd. / positive. And that's about where I stopped writing, but I might finish it because that was so much fun to write. I just forgot about it and didn't continue. And also the campaign was like a year ago, so I don't know how much I necessarily remember. But from that point, we go down the hatch, and I see a sarcophagus type thing, coffin. Thank you. I might continue it. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. That might be what I do on stream if I stream again tomorrow. Or I could just do it now, I guess. I could just do it now. Writing about D&D is awesome. You are so right. Oh yeah, and then after that, I wanted to talk more about the Massachusetts city that I... Okay, that's fair. It's probably pretty... Yeah, it's like 10:30 for you now. If you're an hour ahead of me. That's completely fair. But, there was Thank you. Maybe that's what I'll do on streams sometimes. Maybe I'll stream, I don't know. Are there specific days that work best when you would be able to log on? Because today is Thursday. Yep. Would like Fridays work? And then I could do it at like 7 would probably be best time. 7 my time. Yeah, maybe I'll start scheduling streams and I'll start writing. But anyway, the bubble gumshoe thing. Okay. That's a while. Wow. That sounds like it'd be so much fun though. I hope you have fun at D&D. I also would love for you to put your lore in my... It's 8 hours long! Is it like a final battle? Or is it just you guys have the free time, so you're just gonna knock out a bunch of stuff? Oh, okay, so you're just gonna knock out a bunch of stuff then. If you started posting about the lore for your campaign and storytelling, yeah, that makes sense. If you posted about your stuff, I would absolutely read it all. I would read it all. That sounds like so much fun. Oh, yeah, I can see why. If you just made, yeah, if you had a bunch of players as mutuals. None of my players use the platform anymore, so I post on. And I don't necessarily post a lot of lore either. This is the first time I think I've ever, like, put lore out on, like, a public stream or whatever. Because I don't stream very often, but I'm thinking I'm gonna get back into it because it's a lot of fun. But, yeah. Maybe I'll save info dumping about Aventail for another time. Yeah. But I love doing Stardew streams, and this is just, I guess this would have been a just chatting and art. Alright. Bye. Have a good night. I'm probably gonna end the stream too, because I've been doing this for a while. Whatever. A while. Night.